Here's a little ditty for Barry Lee Jordan. Barry, no, you didn't talk to my daughter, but she certainly did leave you a comment, say that my father has never abused me as a child. Let's just say I had a little communication with my daughter this morning. Let's just leave it at that. You would not know anything about raising children. You abandoned your children. You didn't pay any child support. You're in a complete state of denial from all the legal ramifications against you that you are completely denying that you've done any of the above while you're in a jail cell. And let me tell you, I'm having no mercy on you whatsoever. None. I'm taking this as far as I could take this. I guarantee you that. You're going to suffer because you deserve to suffer. To even make any implications that my daughter said that I abused her. She actually told me, she made a comment on there, said that my father has never abused me. Now look, me and my daughter don't get along. It has to do with psychological issues that she has, and she has many of them. Not as much as you, but she has many psychological issues. She does. This is a person that doesn't respect her father at all. The fact that I raised her on my own when I didn't have to. I could have given her over to the mother, could have put her over in an agency. I didn't do that. I raised my daughter. But unfortunately, and none of my doing, and yes, I'm getting personal here, and this is something that I really want to do, is this. I've been taking care of people all my life. It's time to take care of myself. You've done wrong to me, I'm going to legally challenge you with it. Okay. When I leave this earth, I know that I left this earth being a good, faithful father who took care of my child better than most parents would. Now, it's not my fault I don't get appreciation for what I've done. People have their own issues and tissues to deal with in their lives, but when it comes to something called disrespect, that's where I put my boots to the ground. Whether they're biologically connected to me or not, don't matter. When you can't show respect to somebody, you don't get it back. And that applies to YouTubers, it applies to family, it applies to anyone for that fact. How dare you ever say that I abused my daughter, you piece of shit. Believe me, I'm not being lenient on you, Barry, whatsoever. That ain't gonna happen. That's not gonna happen. You're gonna pay the price of all the things you called me. Oh, you never threatened me? You never called me a child predator? Denying it doesn't make it unreal. Denying it doesn't make it like it never happened. So you're facing your reality right now. But when you contacted my girlfriend's kids back in the past and told them that the guy you're dating is a child molester, that their mother is dating, tell you what, man, that was a key mostly to all of this. This child predator shit, okay? You're going to suffer in jail. You're not getting married. You're not going anywhere. No matter what you're trying to tell your audience, and we understand why you're doing that. You're doing that because you're trying to get donations from people to feel sorry for you, which is your MO. This is what you've always done. I'm not getting my SSI. Bullshit, you're getting your SSI. You certainly are. You belong in jail. You're a low-life scumbag who deserves to be where he is. Nobody likes you. You're entertainment to them. That's all you are. To go bring my daughter into this, that's a lot of fucking gall. You reached the bottom of the barrel where you got to lash out, and you got to contact, as you did in the past, my girlfriend's children. You have to try to tell people that you've actually spoken to my daughter, which you've never spoken to my daughter. She would have told me that. But she did say that she did respond on some comment, which I have to go investigate, and said that my father never abused me. How fucking dare you, you piece of worthless fucking shit, to say those things? Because you're facing a reality of being incarcerated. And more to come, and possibly even more charges against you, because let me tell you something. I can have some compassion, but in your case, that does not exist and will never exist. You will rot in jail for as long as it takes, as far as I'm concerned. You don't bring my family into this shit, and you have. You brought my family into this. Look, let me tell you something. My daughter is not a normal person, okay? And it doesn't matter that she carries my blood. It don't matter at all. You do something wrong, it's wrong, whether it's blood-related or not. You either have psychological issues or you don't, okay? I was denied knowing my grandchildren. You don't think that hurts? Why? It's not because of something that I did. It's because she blames the whole world on me. That's why. She blames the whole fucking world on me. Blames the world on me. Because she's so self-righteous, narcissistic. She got into self-punishment, banging her arms. She got mad when she was married to her husband and took her car and rammed his motorcycle. Yeah, things like that. She got into 3 accidents with her kids in the car because her mind was so fucked up. I can't concentrate on the road. She dated a fucking guy who was a chronic fucking pothead, was afraid to be alone. Is that my doing? It's not my doing. Oh yeah, my daughter threatens me all the time. Well, she has historically. I said, you must be a YouTuber. You must be a YouTuber. You have to be. What troll name do you go under? Yeah, let me tell you something. I've been taking care of people all my life. Taking care of my brother when he didn't deserve it, okay? Did I take all this abuse on YouTube unnecessarily? Because you people have miserable fucking lives that you have to take it out on somebody else. But the only winner in this situation is me, because I got the relationship I wanted, and everything's turned out pretty well for me. As far as family is concerned, it's not my doing if my family is fucking dysfunctional. That's their gig, not mine. But I don't have to take the abuse from them either. So you can make up all the stories that you want of why I don't have a good relationship to my family. All the stories that you fucking want. But not knowing the reality of what's going on, that's a whole nother thing. My daughter has psychological issues. Okay, she always has. She needs the attention. She's afraid of being alone. She was with a bum for how many years who was fucking on her. Fucking on her with his workmate in the fucking head shop. He'd even bring her over the house. She couldn't even see through that until later on she discovered that, yes, he was banging her. But I love him. And I'd say to her on the phone, as a good father would. Why? I'd give my daughter the best advice in the world, but if she couldn't take it, that's not my doing. That's the relationship I have with her. I have given her great advice. She would never take it. Okay? Now, I'm not going to be the fall guy with all the bullshit and psychology that goes on in people's lives. I'm taking care of my own life, and I'm handling it like I want to. And if you said some things about me, such as Barry did, he's paying for it, and he will continue to pay for it. I make a guarantee on that. Hey, I'm 69. I don't give a fuck. I'll do what I have to do. I'll leave this earth with a smile. Definitely with a smile. Knowing that somebody who has gone that low, no matter who you are, to defame my character, to threaten me, well, look at where you are right now, bub. And you think you're getting out of this and you're going to marry your woman? That ain't going to fucking happen. So what's the purpose of this video? Well, I'll tell you the purpose of this video. Get things out in the open. You want to know my relationship with my daughter? I'm telling you about it. I raised her when nobody else would. I sacrificed 75% of my social life. Yeah. 75% of my social life to raise her. She had the slightest cold, I'd take her to a doctor. Dental, you name it. I was her mother, I was her father. She even had to ask me questions that could only be asked of a mother, which was kind of uncomfortable for me, but I'm all she had. When her mother discarded her like a snot rag, I was there to raise her. Yeah, that's my relationship with my daughter. I was a loving, caring father to a child that was extremely selfish and self-righteous, and the famous word, narcissistic. That's who my daughter is. If you want to know. You want to know my relationship with my daughter? I'll tell you. I've tried for years, to be the father, to have her in my life. I can't force somebody to do something that they don't. My daughter is not mentally well. I'll say it out loud. Oh, Frank's talking and stuff about his own daughter. You're right, I am. Just to set the record straight. I'm tired of being everybody's fix-up shop. a fucking brother who was a drug addict all his fucking life. And he's alive today because of me. Because of me, he's alive. I've housed him. I've boarded him. I've advised him. I've given him comfort. I've given him advice. When he had no home, I gave him a home. When his car broke down, I fixed it. When he needed money, I gave him it. That's what brother does. Despite the differences, both intellectually and every other way, and morally, okay, that my brother and I, we have differences on. People have dysfunctional families. It's a fact. I had a very dysfunctional family. My sister, my brother, and my daughter. All fucked up in the head. Oh, but they're your blood, Frank. Why are you saying something like that? I'm saying it because it's true. I think I'm the only sane person in this fucking bloodline, to tell you the truth. When I hear lame statements coming from that piece of shit that's sitting in jail, it only cements the situation more that he's going to be suffering in jail for the things he said about me. I can only take so much, and then I take action. That's who I am. I'm not going to change. Barry's going to suffer. He ain't getting out of jail. He's not going to be released to America. And his little baiting of me all the time, which he loves to try to do. But this time I'll bite. I'll bite on this one. And say this one statement. Where are you right now, Bubba? You're in fucking jail. You call it detention, it's still fucking jail. You think you're going to have a happy future with your girlfriend? That ain't going to happen. She'll move on, like all of them have. You're not extra special sauce to any woman. You're not extra special sauce even to yourself. Your self-righteousness, your cockiness has only gotten you in trouble all your life. You beat up your wife, you said it on camera, then you deny it. Everybody heard you threatening me. They all heard it, but you can't deny that either. Called me about 300 times a pedophile. And to this day, while you're sitting in your fucking jail cell, you're still being narcissistic, you're still being cocky, and Jerry was right when he lashed out at you, that you can't learn to shut your fucking mouth. You keep my daughter out of this shit. But she did at least make a comment and defended me. I'll give her that much. She said, my father has never abused me. I've never abused any child in my life. And unlike you, bummer, I took the responsibility of taking care of my children and raising them. My daughter. What did you do? And yes, you do owe child support, you lying piece of shit. Yeah, if you do make it to America, you're going right back in jail again. You're a jailbird. You will continue to be a jailbird because that's what you are. Yeah, I have family problems. And I'm certainly willing and open enough to talk about it. I'm not going to be the fall guy, not even in my family, my blood family, nor am I going to be the fall guy on social media. I call a spade a spade. That's who I am. And if you don't like it, that's tough shit. But look where you are right now, you piece of shit. Look where you are right now. You're not in the Ritz-Carlton. And believe me, there are going to be more charges on you. I'll guarantee it. You tried to intent to bribe a prosecutor, and I got a letter back from them, and this is going to my lawyer now. He's going to make an official statement on that, so you're going to have more charges on you, or at least as an undesirable in this country, you will never be able to return to this country ever again. I bet my life on it. You have incited others on your last show to come visit me. My lawyer got that audio clipping, okay? And I instructed him to put everything on a card. You got more against you than you realize, but you're too cocky and too fucked up in the head to realize that you are a piece of shit, that you are in big-ass trouble. And you ain't going to see the light of day for a lot of years to come. And I cannot wait. I repeat, I cannot wait to get into that courtroom and see your face. I cannot wait. You think they're going to throw the case out? Why would they throw it out? I got the evidence. Or else the prosecutor, the fiscal, would have never approved it. Now you're telling people he ain't got a case. I don't? Okay, then why is there going to be an arraignment in Barilli? Where did that statement come from? Well, I just made that up, right? You got served, bub. Yet again, you're going to have to go through the whole fucking ritual. The whole protocol of court time. That could take years, by the way. Which means that you will still be incarcerated for years and years and years to come.